Binghamton City Council's proposed good cause eviction law will be debated during a town hall meeting scheduled for this Monday. Good cause eviction is meant to increase a tenant's protections against landlords from hiking rent, making retaliatory evictions, and not renewing leases. Willa Payne is the regional managing attorney with Legal Services of Central New York, which often represents tenants who are facing eviction. Payne says being forcibly removed from your home and having your possessions dragged to the curb is traumatic for families and their children. She says some low-income renters have seen their rent rise by as much as 50%, and that a one-bedroom apartment often costs $1,000 a month in the city. Payne says she's represented some clients who lost their case and ended up homeless. She says the proposed law would not affect a majority of landlords. It would only impact those who are taking advantage of their tenants.
I think we can all agree that we don't want those bad actors investing in our community. And so if the passage of this law disincentivizes those bad actors from purchasing property, so be it. What we want is safe, affordable, and quality housing.
Payne says the good cause law will protect tenants from retaliatory evictions when they report substandard conditions to the code department. Scott Warren is the president-elect of the Southern Tier chapter of the New York State Commercial Association of Realtors and says if the law is passed, there will be a wave of landlords selling their properties and moving to other cities that don't have the law. Warren says the system already heavily favors tenants in housing court and that some landlords are forced to stand by powerless while a renter destroys their property while awaiting eviction. The regulation would put a cap on rent hikes with a maximum increase of 10%, although there are supposed to be exceptions to cover justified increases in expenses. Warren says by capping rent, landlords cannot keep pace with increasing operating costs.
So in a system where you're capping rents at a certain percentage, but you're not capping the expenses, eventually you're going to see the net operating income of those properties decline, and it could decline to the point where foreclosures will uptick locally.
Warren says that real estate investors, most of whom come from the New York City area, will not purchase in cities with rent control, and that banks are reluctant to lend when income is capped but expenses are not. He says so many apartment buildings will be put up for sale that property values will plummet. Binghamton City Council is hosting a town hall public hearing about the good cause eviction law this Monday at 6 p.m. in City Council chambers.